guys, what is up? My name is Ruby if you are new to my channel. If you are not new, thank you so much for tuning back into today's video. 2020 is here. It's been here for a hot second, but I have so many videos that I want to film kind of pertaining to like 2020, the beginning of it, goals, resolutions, all that fun stuff. And I'm of the belief that you can start a resolution whenever you want. You can start one in July, you can start one in September. You don't have to wait until January because quite frankly, if you wait until then, half the time you forget about the resolutions you even wanted to start. And I'm always one who loves the new year because I really like the feeling of like a fresh start, kind of turning the page and starting over on a blank canvas. This year in particular, 2020, has me so excited for some reason. I don't know, it's the beginning of a new decade, it has a nice ring to it, 2020 sounds really good to me for some reason, and I'm just ready to conquer this year. I am ready to make 2020 my year, I'm ready to make it my best year yet, and so rather than setting kind of like goals for myself or resolutions for myself, I wanted to sit down today and kind of talk to you guys about how I am planning on making 2020 my best year yet. What are the steps that I'm going to take to make sure that by the end of this year, I can look back on it and say, man, I conquered that year. I'm not expecting to have a perfect year. I am not expecting to like have all of my dreams and wishes come true this year, but for some reason, I am just feeling more motivated than ever, and I want to talk to you guys about it. I would love to know what your 2020 goals and resolutions are, so if you want to share them, leave them in the comments down below and we can start a little discussion. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into today's video, and I really hope you guys enjoy. So I think a really big thing for me this year is going to be kind of changing my mindset a little bit, because I feel like the power of a positive mindset is so incredibly influential to how you live your life. I'm gonna wait for this siren to stop. Okay, so the power of a positive mindset is so incredibly influential, and I am someone who prides myself on, for the most part, being a glass half full kind of gal. But I feel like in 2019, there were a couple times where I did kind of let the negative thoughts kind of get the best of me. And to be totally candid, right off the bat at 2020, there was something that I really thought was going to happen for me that would have allowed for a lot more free time and just time to be more creative, and I really thought that that was going to come through, and unfortunately it didn't. It's just not even an option anymore, and for a second I almost let myself really kind of sink into that like defeated feeling. But instead, I took a deep breath and I literally said out loud to myself, what is out of my control is completely out of my control. Which I know sounds a little redundant, it sounds a little obvious, however, that is going to be my mantra this year, and I really think that it's gonna make a difference. Alongside mindset, I really want to get better at kind of living in the moment and enjoying the journey this year. Like I said, I'm somebody who is very goal-oriented and I like to plan, and if I know where I want to end up, I kind of get so consumed with like that ending that I don't really enjoy the process of getting there. And so this year, I am really dedicated to enjoying the journey and enjoying the process of everything that is going on in my life. Because sure, there are things that I really want to accomplish by the end of 2020, but if I don't get there quite yet, that's okay with me, because as long as I'm like working towards those goals, that's all that matters. So I really just want to take the time, I feel like I keep repeating myself, but I really want to take the time to just enjoy the journey and the process of living my life, growing up, having new experiences, and just evolving into an even stronger, more independent, fierce woman. Okay, so this next like little goal that I have for myself, a little, you know, bullet point in the roadmap for 2020. This one is definitely a little bit more like easily applicable and not so vague. And that is, I really want to focus on having a clean space to come home to and work in. I'm just gonna say it, I do not think that I am the tidiest person. I can definitely let the messes accumulate, and then I'll kind of be like, oh, I'll just clean Saturday, and then I end up not having time Saturday. Or it's like, oh, I'll just clean Wednesday, and then I end up not having time Wednesday. So I really want to take 15 minutes every single day, whether it be before I go to work or when I come home, just to tidy up my space, and that way I don't let the clutter get the best of me. Because as someone who, besides my 9-to-5 job, I also work from home a lot, if I'm coming home to like a messier space, it can really stress me out, and it can really put me in like not the best mindset, which again, going back to mindset, very important. And for those who don't know, I am doing a low buy this year, and one of the reasons being so that I can focus on decluttering and getting rid of anything that isn't necessary or benefiting my life in a positive way. So that is a big thing for me, and I'm hoping that by doing this and taking those 15 minutes every single day, I can set a healthy pattern for myself for all the years to come in the future. This year in 2020, I really want to improve my financial literacy. This is something that I'm honestly really excited about, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. I do make quite a few videos here on this channel that have to do with finances, and I do consider myself very, very good with money. But this year, it is a goal of mine to improve my financial literacy when it comes to investing. Investing is so important, and it is something that you should always start early, because studies show if you start investing at 20 years old versus even 25 years old, the 25-year-old will never be able to catch up with the 20-year-old. And I definitely feel like I know a little bit when it comes to investments, but I don't know as much as I could. So I have really taken it upon myself to educate myself this year. I've also downloaded some new investment apps. I downloaded Acorns back in November, and I downloaded Robinhood right at the beginning of 2020. So I'm gonna start making videos about those as well once I kind of dive into them a little deeper. I've also subscribed to some new YouTube channels that kind of revolve around like investing for young adults and kind of just the power of investing and how to retire early and financial literacy and independence. So I've already been watching a ton of videos on that. Guys, seriously, YouTube is so resourceful and it's free. So anytime you want to learn about something new, if something piques your interest, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a course. Literally go on YouTube and I'm sure somebody has made a video about it. On the same topic as finances, I also really want to focus this year on growing some side hustles. I'm somebody, and this is not me bragging, this is literally just a statement. I am somebody that is good at a lot of things. And it's a big goal of mine, not only this year because of like the low buy that I'm on, but in life in general, to like save and make sure that I have the money that I need to live the lifestyle that I want. So aside from my 9-to-5 job and focusing on growing my acting and music career, while I'm waiting for that to pick up more, I really want to focus more on my side hustles. I'm not including YouTube in this because I do consider YouTube a like full-time job for me, or at least a part-time job for me, but I'm talking about my freelance makeup business, babysitting. I kind of want to get into like maybe some freelance photography as well, but that's a really big goal for me, and again, it's just going to help lead to even more like financial independence and flexibility. I feel like I'm kind of jumping around a little bit in this video, but going back to kind of like a positive and open mindset, another way that I really think is going to help make 2020 my best year yet is I really want to keep an open mind for any sort of career possibilities and opportunities that pop up. I'm not really gonna say much else because that pretty much describes like what I'm going to try and do, but I am somebody who I have to catch myself sometimes for saying no to things too quickly because I don't think that they like match up with the path that I think I should be on. And so this year, I want to take a second before truly saying no to something, because you never know where an opportunity could take you. The last big like bullet point that I really want to focus on this year is to make sure that I am taking time for myself every single day. Being a busy girl on the go like myself, you know, living in one of the most fast-paced cities in the world, it can be really easy to forget about yourself at times. For those who don't know, health and fitness are incredibly important to me, and I want to make sure that it is one of my top priorities this year. So far, I have not missed a single day this year going to the gym. I know that that's not super sustainable and I'll probably need a day off soon, but until that day comes, I'm just gonna ride that wave of motivation. But I have just loved taking that hour and a half to 2 hours every single day and just focusing on me and my health and just kind of like where I'm at mentally that day, how I'm feeling. It's just super, super important. And that also kind of goes in tandem with, you know, taking the time to support myself and make sure that I am putting the right foods in my body, make sure that I am nurturing my like mind, body, and soul every single day. And I feel like sometimes if you're someone like me who lives a super busy schedule, you can kind of be the last thing that you think of. You know, you think about your career first, and you think about like other people, your friends and your family, and then you kind of realize like, wait, I haven't even thought about myself today. So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen a single day this year, because at the end of the day, if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of anyone else. But there it is. That is kind of my list and my little roadmap to how I'm gonna make 2020 my best year yet. I am so excited for this year. Like I said, I am just feeling this new motivation and fire under my ass that I have really not felt in a while. And that's not to say that I haven't felt motivated recently, because I am always a pretty motivated person, but I just have a really good feeling about 2020 and I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my guts and in my bones, and something is coming. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up to let me know that you'd like to see more of me here on this channel. Please subscribe, help me grow the Ruby Rocks the World family. It would mean the absolute world to me. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay? Bye everybody.